Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well, and a big warm welcome if you're new here. In this video I'm sharing lots of easy ways to transition your outfits from more summery ones that you might wear on slightly warmer days to more autumnal ones as the weather cools, or in the case of my Australian and New Zealand friends, from winter into spring, kind of the other way around. Either way, it's a kind of in-between time, and it can be a bit tricky to know what to wear when you're not quite ready for all those beautiful cozy knits, but we may be a little bit over those floaty linens. Now, I actually love this sort of in-between kind of transitional dressing because I love the looks that we can create, because they're nothing too light, there's nothing too heavy, and these weights of clothing are really easy and really wearable. To create these looks, in this video I'm going to be focusing on classic essential pieces. So timeless, easy pieces that will really work, that will really stand the test of time, and you can get the most out of. There'll also be items that I'm sure you probably already have, at least some of them, in your wardrobe. So the key secrets to successfully transitioning looks between seasons is I would say three things. Firstly, simplicity, so wearing simple, classic and minimalist pieces. The second thing is really flexibility of your pieces and layering. Okay, so let's dive into my first transitional look to illustrate all of this and show you what I mean. I'm going to start with the basic look, which is more summery, and transform it into a slightly more cooler weather outfit. So this is a really everyday outfit with some classic pieces. Just a simple white cotton t-shirt. This particular one is from Bowden and I love it actually for a number of reasons. It's actually a little bit elevated and not your classic crew neck. It's got a really flattering scoop neck which opens up the neck and throat but not too low. And also it has a double layer of fabric at the front, which means it's not transparent at all, which is brilliant. So, you know, some lesser quality white t-shirts can sometimes be a little bit see-through, and this one isn't. So I paired it with a classic pair of black washed jeans. They're a dark charcoal grey actually, very versatile, and for the transitional times of the year I think less harsh than a block of black. Now this style is the boyfriend ankle grazer from Marks and Spencer's. Now I've got the short length. Another great thing about Marks and Spencer's, internationally they do short, regular and long in their jeans and trousers. So, you know, you can get the right one for you. So if it was a warmer day, then this would just be the whole outfit. Just add a pair of flat sandals and it's perfect for an everyday look. Now the t-shirt and the washed jeans are real classic essential wardrobe staples. However, for a more transitional look, I've added a relaxed fit tweed checked blazer. Now this is another, in my opinion, truly classic and essential piece I think to have in your wardrobe. Blazers in general are a really great standby and they're perfect for this transitional period when it's not hot but it's not cold either. But a beautiful tweed one like this in a sort of not grey, not brown, not black, my mother used to call that sort of in-between colour donkey, is a truly versatile piece. I think that the colour palettes that we choose for transitional looks are really important. Neutral palettes in colourways that aren't too light or too dark work particularly well. Something like soft light tans, dove greys, mid-wash colours, that sort of thing. You know, combining an almost black with the freshness of white or cream and then adding a neutral colour like brown or grey gives the outfit the depth that kind of feels right for the slightly cooler weather without the actual heaviness of a block of really dark colours. So for footwear, I've swapped out the sandals for black loafers. Not chunky ones, as again I wanted to keep the look slightly lighter than what I might wear in the depths of winter. These are beautiful actually. They're from And Other Stories and they're really good quality leather. They have an almond shaped toe so they're not too pointed but they're very flattering for the feet. Now I really think that a good quality pair of classic black loafers like these, not too chunky, should form part of most women's wardrobes. They go with anything and they're really comfy. They've got a cushioned insole too, which adds to the comfort. So what I've shown you here is really how to automize or springify, the opposite way round if you're in the southern hemisphere, a look which you can easily add or take off layers from. So this would also work as it gets much colder too if you add a long coat on top or ankle boots as well if you wanted to. So I wanted to move on to my second look here. Now in the same way, I'm starting with a base of the white t-shirt as the foundation piece, and I'm adding a pair of trousers rather than jeans this time. Now the herringbone check is a really classic design which has really stood the test of time. Herringbone gives a pair of jeans a polished, extra chic edge, I always think. Now these could be worn casually or for a more formal look too. They're sort of that kind of design, and they don't have to be expensive either. These are from Marks and Spencer's, and they're a short length and a straight high rise. I also love the fact that they are pull on, but they fit perfectly with just the right amount of give. They're not tight in any way. So what I've done is I've added a basic pair of strappy black sandals. So a kind of combination really of a more summery shoe with a more autumnal trouser. I really like this juxtaposing of fabric weights here. Now if you're not a fan of herringbone, I think that this sort of look can also be very successfully adapted. You can swap out the trousers for perhaps a coloured trouser. I think they would look really good with any block colour, perhaps also combined with a simple white tee, so perhaps red, green, cobalt blue, or a small print. Anything like that would be really stylish for every day, and it would automise the whole look in the same sort of way. So to automise the look, I'm adding more touches of black. So we've got the leather jacket, the black loafers, the same ones as in the last outfit, which are more significant looking than the sandals, with more black in them, of course, and a black bag. Now again, it bridges that gap between the darker shades of winter and the paler shades that we tend to wear in the summer. It's sort of somewhere between the two. Now this is the sort of classic outfit which, if you wanted to, you could also add a pop of colour, perhaps with your bag, which would work really well. Maybe something like a cherry red bag, or burgundy, or even emerald green. So that sort of a thing would really add some colour to the outfit. So for outfit 3, I've gone for the classic pieces of blue jeans and a cotton shirt as my new foundation pieces. The mid-wash bootcut blue jeans are such a classic wash and shade that they can go either way really. They can move towards the summery outfit with a lighter tone, or they can move towards a look for the cooler months. Now I created a whole video recently actually on how to style different jean shapes, which I will link below for you to have a look at after. That's the real beauty of these classic pieces like the blue wash jeans and the white cotton shirt. They're not only timeless, but they're also seasonless as well. Now all you need is to add layering with these simple flexible items, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So transitionally here I'm layering with the And Other Stories striped sweater over my shoulders, which of course you can actually wear if you want to, if it gets chilly, but I think it looks perfectly between seasons, even just thrown nonchalantly over the shoulders as well, to keep your shoulders warm without actually resorting to a full coat. Now the ballet flats are a great mid-season option. When you're finished with sandals but you're not really ready to dive into chunkier shoes or boots, ballet flats are a perfect compromise, and they look elegant as well as being so practical, and they're soft and comfortable as well, which is just divine. Now I've just given a nod to the light tan in the ballet flats with my light beige clutch bag too. This is a modern shape bag, and so it's a bag like this will uplift the outfit and add elevation to the classic look. I do think it looks relaxed and perfect for every day. I know this is an outfit that I'm feeling very comfy in. Now, one uber classic look is jeans and a blazer, of course, and this can be created in lots of different ways. For more of a look that could take you into the evening here, I'm starting off with the same foundation pieces as just now, so the bootcut jeans and the white shirt, and I'm transitioning it by adding a smarter black blazer, especially with the gold buttons. I think it uplifts the outfit quite a lot more into something a bit more dressy, especially also as I've swapped out the ballet flats for these black heeled slingbacks, lowish heel. You could also add a scarf, or as I've done here, a statement piece of jewellery. For me, I mean, something shiny, sparkling or pearlescent at the neck and ears, I think adds light and reflects light onto the face and sets the face off really well. So that's something you might like to consider building into your own look, especially for evening, as I say. But you don't have to go black with your added layer, of course, as in my next outfit. Now here I'm wearing the same jeans and shirt, but I've layered up with a cream boucle blazer, which gives the whole look a softer, lighter vibe. And of course it's another classic type of blazer. And while it's a cream blazer, which I guess traditionally might say summer, the boucle fabric and the thicker texture means it looks more cozy, kind of a little more of a nod towards autumn. And that's another thing actually. Texture can transition a look really successfully. As I said at the beginning, we may be over floaty linens, so let's say a floaty shirt, but if we wear a similar style shirt but in cotton or viscose mix, it looks more appropriate for later in the year. Now the ballet flats, again, as we've seen before, are almost perfect for this in-between seasonal look. I just love ballet flats. Now, I haven't forgotten about skirts. I know we've been talking a lot about jeans and trousers, but I wanted to focus a little bit on skirts and how to style them for the transitional season and transitional looks. So I've taken a basic black satin skirt, which in my view is another classic wardrobe staple. Now this one is particularly good as it's pretty forgiving in the stomach area, which is always good, not tight, and it's more of an A-line also, which is very good for so many body shapes. It's also a midi skirt length, and on the longer side, that's because I'm 5'4", so the hem stops at a part of my leg which is narrowing down to my ankle. Now I have spoken in previous videos about the importance of where a skirt stops on the leg. Now the key thing to consider is to make sure that the hem doesn't stop on the widest part of the calf of your leg, because this will tend to make you look wider overall and make your legs look shorter and bigger than they are. Now I've just teamed it in a really simple way with a different white t-shirt this time, a boat neck style. This is a gorgeous quality one from XOXO. So these classic pieces can be worn when it's a little bit warmer, but because the skirt is black rather than a light colour, it does lend itself to transitioning. So here I've paired the basic outfit with another colour element. Now as I talked about just now, a mid-colour palette, not too dark, not too light, bit of kind of a Goldilocks palette, just right. I seem to talk about Goldilocks weirdly often in my videos, but anyway, and it's perfect for a transitional look. So in my view, adding tan, as I have here, is a lovely way to move from summer into autumn. It's a gorgeous, rich autumn colour anyway, but it combines in such a sophisticated way with black and white, I think, that I just love it. I'm a huge fan of tan, actually, as an accent. So I've added the tan slides and a tan crossbody bag and these tortoiseshell framed sunglasses, and adding ones like these to die for from Le Specs also echoes the tan accent. And actually Le Specs is another of my very favourite sunglasses brands. They're just beautiful. I've just thrown a cream sweater over my shoulders too to keep a little bit warmer, but you could change up the slides actually for ballet flats of course too, and also you could add these accents slightly differently if you wanted to. Perhaps you could add a tan belt instead, or a scarf, or with ballet flats in a tan shade as well. Or you could go a different route by taking the tan out altogether and adding a pair of black loafers, a black bag and black frame sunglasses. It's these little details that can really change up an outfit. Okay, so this is my outfit 7 now. Another way I like to change up a look is to juxtapose styles a little bit, just to shake things up a bit, and style this look with a pair of white sneakers. And I brought in my striped sweater here from And Other Stories, and I've picked up the black and white vibe from that with black sunglasses rather than the tortoiseshell ones. So it's all cohesive, but a really relaxed look and feel. Or you could also swap out the white t-shirt altogether for a pale grey one. I think that would look beautiful. Or any other lightish neutral tone that you already have in your wardrobe. So if you've enjoyed this video, which I really hope you have, please do give it a thumbs up underneath the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love to have you join our wonderful community. I share styling tips and inspiration on what works and what doesn't work and why in short videos and long ones every week. So I'd love to have you comment too, as we've got a wonderful community on this channel. Thank you so much. So I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you really, really soon in a few days for more short and long videos. So watch out for them. Lots of love. Bye.